Hello everybody, Skax here and welcome to another video. It's been a while, hasn't it? 4 or 5 months since the last one, dating back to when Arsenal lost in the Europa League last season against Atletico Madrid. So a lot has happened in that time. I did need some time to figure things out away from YouTube. There's some stuff going on, so that's all kind of dealt with now and I can sort of get back into making videos. So I decided what with the early release of the EA Access last night, came out a day ahead of schedule, I think, on Xbox. So I jumped into that. I started playing some of the career mode, some of the Ultimate Team. But I decided to show you some of my Arsenal career that I started last night. Now, a lot of the teams, as you can see in this group stage, they're not right. So I had to sort of correct some of that, and they were putting Everton and teams like Watford in the Champions League, which is not realistic. So it took me a while to get it sort of under control, and I had to swap a lot of the teams over. But there are, of course, leagues in this game that are not included, which is kind of annoying, so it doesn't allow you to have the full authentic experience. But I'm playing on Legendary this year. There is an ultimate difficulty, but I'm just deciding I'm going to try Legendary out first. It normally takes me a few weeks to get used to the game, to be able to play comfortably on Legendary before I'm able to make the jump to any other difficulty, such as Ultimate. So here is the open screen or loading screen, or the menu screen basically for career mode this year. It's not changed too much. Everything kind of looks the same. All the people you can choose from the management faces are the same as well. But let's just jump into this career mode. I do like they have the draw at the start. That is quite nice, the Europa League draw, but most of the teams in my group aren't the real teams because I can't find them. So these are our objectives. We've got to sign 1 player and sign 2 players that are under 20 that are promising. Brand exposure, I don't really look at that too much because you sort of tend to get that over the course of a season. They want us to win the Europa League and I think win the FA Cup as well, or reach the final at least, and finish in the top 4, so in the Champions League spot. So I'm really enjoying this career mode so far, and I've been playing it a lot offline at the moment. This is just sort of the first episode of it. I've got a massive transfer budget at the moment, and I do like the game. I think FIFA 19 is quite a bit of an upgrade from the previous one in terms of like gameplay and animation. Some of the things I've seen sort of behind the scenes and the little additions they've made. So heading looks a bit different. There's a lot more flexibility. Goalkeeping looks quite good, and the animation's there. I'm going to have a look at my team at the moment and just see if there's any sort of improvements. That screen you saw before was the emails, which hasn't really changed much. I'm not really seeing any new emails at the moment, but I'm just going to swap my team around so you can see sort of the final finished 11 I think should be playing. So I'm putting Leno in goal, Socrates and Koscielny at the back. Koscielny captain, Bellerin, Monreal. I'm going to play Torreira as CDM, Ramsey and Ozil in cam, and then I'm going to play either Welbeck or Lacazette on the left wing, Mkhitaryan on the right, and then AUBAMEYANG up front. So that's pretty much how the team is going to be. I was sort of undecided at this point. Do I play Welbeck from the start or do I play sort of Lacazette? That will change because, of course, I've got Iwobi as well. I'm sending some scouts out to some different places this time. I'm sending them out to United States to see if we can get any sort of quick wingers, because I do want some backup to the right side. So I do want to try and find a right-sided midfielder, and I'm sending a few scouts out to sort of Italy, Spain, and I think Portugal I'm going for this time as well, because they have some really good wingers. I'm basically just after wing backs and wingers at the moment, and I'll sort of strengthen from there, because I think our manager did actually strengthen enough in that central midfield area at the moment, and centre back I think we kind of need one of them as well. But I'm going to show you the first sort of match of my career mode as well. So this is Benfica in the pre-season. I probably won't do the rest of the pre-season. I'll probably just simulate that because I want to get into the real games that mean something. I just wanted to show you guys what a match of FIFA 19 looks like in my Arsenal career mode. And my commentary will be a little bit better in the next few episodes. It's just me getting back into it again. Although I do remember most of what I would do before, but it's just I'm not used to it, and I need to get back into sort of what to say and what timings, because all of this is post commentated basically. So I play the game, I edit it to as what I think should be in the episode, and then I sort of talk over it. So thank you guys, any of you that are still sticking with me or that have stuck with me over the course of that 4 or 5 month sort of break. It is much appreciated if you are watching this video right now and you're hearing this, because it does mean a lot that people actually want to stay, and I think my content's kind of good enough to warrant that. So, because I know there's a lot of different alternatives out there, and you can just go and pretty much watch so many other different people playing the same game. So the match gets underway, and AUBAMEYANG has quite a good attempt straight away in the match. And Torreira, I think I'm really struggling with this timing shot. Everyone is talking about the time shot at the moment, and I think I'm struggling with it as well. I'm not putting the bars up because I don't want to have bars and not names, but I just don't want to have all stuff clogging up the screen. I'd rather just play natural and just get used to it myself. So they had the first, what I call proper shot at goal, and the first one that really troubled our keeper. It maybe was hitting against the post, but Leno actually produces a really good save to deny it. They're very pacey winger. I was struggling at times, and they had another shot here, and it was just an incredible save by Leno. The ball was basically past him, and he somehow just got his elbow to it. Some really bad defending and weak defending, letting them in. But it's nice to know we can rely on a good goalkeeper now. And he does produce a magnificent save. First goal of the game and first goal of the career mode though now. Ozil with quite a weird goal. You never really sort of see Ozil scoring these goals. And I was kind of shocked. I just sort of had a shot, had a pop at goal, and it went in. It was kind of confusing because you don't really see them ending up in the back of the net. The goalkeeper can't be too great. But this is one of the new camera angles, as you can see. Very different, and on that camera angle, maybe you saw how the goalkeeper didn't get it, because it was fired with a bit of power into the corner. But they did reply pretty much 1 or 2 minutes after. It was almost straight from the kickoff. They do get an equalising goal. And it was that guy who was troubling me earlier in the game. He's got quite a bit of pace, this one. I couldn't really cope with him all match. It was just a case of doubling up, putting the central defender on him as well. And again, another camera angle. And Leno wasn't far away. He could have got that one, but just out of his reach. And AUBAMEYANG, again, literally 1 minute after that, he makes it 2-1 just before half-time with a really good finish. And I was kind of shocked at how everything sort of happened. There was nothing really much happening in the whole game until right like 3 minutes before the end of the first half. Just everything exploded. We get 3 goals in basically 3 minutes. Really good pass from Ramsey, setting AUBAMEYANG through, and he just does what AUBAMEYANG does, just finishes it. And their goalkeeper was close. Leno was closer for their goal to stop in that, but we do make it 2-1 and regain the lead just before half time, which is what I kind of wanted to do, because I think going into half time 1-1 would have been very disappointing, considering we had the vast majority of the better chances in the first half. I'm not going to say we dominated, because we didn't. It was sort of 60-40, but I do still think we deserved to go in at half-time 2-1, or at least in the lead. With that AUBAMEYANG goal, just did prove that that was the case. AUBAMEYANG, though, second half, pretty much as soon as it kicks off, makes it 3-1. Gives us a bit of breathing space, because Benfica are not the easiest team. I've played against them in the past few FIFA games, like sort of in the Champions League, in the Europa League, or not in the Europa League because it wouldn't have been called that, but you know, the unofficial sort of Champions League and Europa League. And they are quite a typically hard team for me to face, and that is, I don't know if that's a new finish on FIFA 19. That's sort of outside of the boot shot. I don't know, but it was a really nice goal nonetheless. They could have scored here though. To make it 3-2, pretty much again a minute after. Everything sort of seems to happen very close together. I made some substitutes at the end of the game though. I gave guendouzi, I really don't know how to pronounce his name at the moment, but I give him a chance. Lacazette comes on and I freshen up a few sort of defensive positions as well. Make it 4-1 though, right towards the end of the game with Koscielny, really powerful header. I decided to try out a different sort of celebration, press some different combinations, and oh my god, I could not stop laughing when this celebration started. It was more sort of to see Socrates and Koscielny, sort of two old men, I'm guessing, to say, in the way of like sort of footballing terms, doing that dance. It was quite funny to see, and it was a really good header actually. He just about, let me have a closer look at this. He sort of just about gets in front of the defender. Goalkeeper was very, very close to saving it though, but it does end up in the back of the net to make it 4-1. And it was a really good performance. I'm still finding it a little bit difficult, but this was just a banger of a goal, making it 4-2 from Benfica right at the last minute of the game. And I don't know what happened here. I don't know whether he ran over to Arsenal fans and that other player sort of dragged him back. I don't know, but it was a really, really good goal. And I do think we deserve to win the game. I'm still getting used to how the game kind of plays, because it is quite different in a way from FIFA 18, because there is a few sort of different animations and you have to kind of get used to the animations and the player movement to sort of master playing up against the AI. So I think it's going to take a few episodes for me to get used to that. I just wanted to get this episode out as soon as possible so you guys can have a chance, or get a chance to see the career mode and any sort of differences if you're thinking about buying the game or buying early access, so you can get an idea of what it is and what you're going to get for what you pay. First game though of the season, Arsenal, and in our career mode, we win 4-2 in pre-season. I probably will skip the rest of pre-season, as I said, because I just wanted to show you a bit of how it plays before we get into a meaningful game. I'm going to leave it here, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed this early look at FIFA 19 and, in particular, my Arsenal career mode. I've been Skax. You guys have been awesome. Thank you so much for staying with me if you have. And if you are new, please don't forget to press that subscribe button, as it will inform you of when I put new content out. I've been Skax. You guys have been awesome, and I'll see you all very, very soon with another video. See you later.